Happy Friday. I hope you are doing well wherever you are. Can you imagine it's less than 3 months to the end of the year? I know you had goals at the beginning of the year. As we evaluate where we are, um, I want to ask you a question. Um, there's something you wanted to create it in your life, whether in the 5 areas I shared with you, in your family and friends, and what did you want to create there, in your finances. We have talked about it this year a lot, in your fitness also, and in health, in your fulfillment, that is in your profession, and in your faith. What did you want to create? And one of the ways we create something into life is by speaking it into existence. So it takes me back to 2022 January. I remember I think it was on the 15th of January. I was paralyzed completely on my left side. And what I wanted to create back then was to walk again, to talk again, to see again, because I could not see, to lift my hands and my fingers again. So that's what I wanted to create, regardless of the reality of me sitting in a wheelchair. But I had to speak life to that situation and tell myself that I will walk again. My challenge to you is we have 3 months to the end of the year. There's something you wanted to create in January. It has not yet come to life, or because of the law of gestation, where it takes time for a baby to be born, 9 months, maybe you're still in the process. But what else do you want to create? And I want to challenge you to speak it out, speak life to that situation. Remember, life and death is in the power of your tongue. So speak those things into existence. I remember I was doing some research on the body, and the body responds to what you say. In fact, scientists, and this I was studying because my brain was injured on this. Yeah, it was on this side, and the X-ray or the CT scan, what it was saying, that part the body was injured was dead. So that's why I lost functionality on my left side. But the body and the brain has the capacity to create neural pathways. And how I could do that is through repetition. It's like jump-starting a car manually, where you push, and then, can I remember how we used to do it? And then you release the gear. It's not like nowadays where you you have a small battery where you just charge it. Back then, with the shift gear, you have to push and then you release the gear and then you jump start. So I had to jump start my body to create neural pathways so that I may be able to respond and lift my hand, which I have created what I wanted. I spoke into life what I wanted to walk and all that. And it is through repetition that I'm able to lift my fingers like this. You can watch my previous video. You can see the situation that I was, if you don't believe me. So my encouragement to us is, I know we want what we started with at the beginning of the year. If you had a resolution, I know you want what you want, maybe in your finances, family, health, but the reality is you don't get what you want, you get what you believe. And then when you believe it, you speak it into existence. Let me repeat that again. You don't get what you want, you get what you believe. And when you believe it, you speak it into existence. So that's my encouragement for today, and just want to encourage you to speak life, speak it into existence, but you have to believe first. you don't get what you want, you get what you believe. So that's what I'll close with today. I hope you have a lovely week, a blessed week, a blessed month, and a fruitful remaining part of this year 2025. Bye bye, take care, and God bless.